My name is Phil St. Louis, and this is my PIDP 3240 Assignment 2. Topic is IT security. The goals of IT security are maintaining confidentiality as well as the availability and integrity of networks and servers. Why do IT security? This presentation provides a very concise overview of the importance of IT security. I shall focus on the importance of reducing breaches by introducing a few of the measures to reduce risk. First of all, the concept of security breach. A breach happens when outsiders get unintended access to data on servers. Risk must be managed. Risk mitigation is about reducing risk. Mitigation measures must be approved by management because costs are involved. There are many forms of threats. Hackers are an example of a threat agent. Hackers find and exploit openings left in place on servers and networks. How do we reduce risk? I'm going to present a few measures that will help to reduce risk. Now, vulnerability assessments are checklists that are ongoing and performed by staff who know what they're doing. This is an example of a vulnerability matrix. So, for example, in the threat on the first line in the threat category, system failure due to overheating in server room. The vulnerability happens when the air conditioning is not sufficient to do cooling. The consequences: servers, including all the services running on them, go down. The risk means loss of man hours and loss of business when websites go down. Solution: invest in a new cooling system. Another example of risk mitigation is using your firewall or your switches to eliminate access from countries that you never do business with. For example, you do not want Russia or North Korea hackers to be able to access your networks and servers in any way. All software development projects must be planned with security in mind. Software cannot be easily retrofitted with security. Now, there are programming trade-offs. It is an axiom of programming that we can do the software cheaply or quickly, or make it usable, or make it secure. Now, it costs more and takes more time to create a secure system. Now, all four of these trade-offs do add value and are carefully balanced, but without reducing security concerns. For trade-offs, managers will pressure programmers to get work done as quickly as possible, resulting in some programmers skipping over some important considerations. An important aspect of risk mitigation is training your employees. Providing security awareness training for employees helps to eradicate risky behaviors that could potentially lead to a network compromise. Now, security leaks are not always evident. Unless the hacker intends to deface your website, which is clearly evident, many attacks can go undetected for a long time. So the impact of breaches: items are stolen, corporate trade secrets, financial information, private patient information, patient records, and credit card numbers. This is a loss of confidentiality and privacy. This also results in a loss of business and loss of reputation for your organization. Some CEOs have been fired or have resigned as a result of breaches. Security is the responsibility of the directors and senior management because they finance the mitigation measures, whereas IT staff are the caretakers of IT security. Nevertheless, some IT staff could lose their jobs over security breach. Now, a very well-known hack was the North Korean hack of Sony. It is believed that North Korea paid for the Sony hack as revenge for the release of the film, The Interview. which was a comedy about a plot to assassinate North Korean leader Kim Jong-un. Amy Pascal, former CEO of Sony, openly admitted she was fired as a direct result of this December 2013 breach. The exact duration of the hack is unknown. Frighteningly, US investigators say the culprits spent at least 2 months copying critical files. Now I'm going to switch to this website. And let's go to 2014. So I go over to find the Sony pictures. So if I click on this, it'll bring up a web page showing a story about that hack. So this lets you read all about it. But back in the bubbles, you can see it reveals all of the things that were stolen, including unreleased films and scripts, and a long list of things that went into the hands of the bad guys. I'm going to switch back to PowerPoint. Thank you. How can I make my video better in terms of expressing myself or improving this presentation? And do you have any questions?